What's he doing here? I don't get it. How did they get
We
him?
share the same name.
Well, he has the A. Right?
Yes,
So,
yeah.
Hello and welcome to Insight Indonesia, brought to you by the Jakarta Globe. I'm your host, Lin Neumann, and today we're talking with spiritual activist and a well-known fellow in Indonesia, Anand Krishna.
Hello.
Anand, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I know that you're well known for your writings and your ashram and various things that you do, but let's start by talking about what a spiritual activist actually does.
Well, activism, it is not remaining in a cave or in a silent place and meditating all day, but trying to relate ourselves to the world and to look at the world from a different perspective, from a spiritual perspective.
But also presumably engaged in the
Oh,
world.
very much engaged, very much engaged. I make my own living. I write books. I get royalties. So I'm not living on donations.
You're not sitting around just waiting. No, I notice you have a,
and I'm paying my taxes.
well, you have a broad number of companies. So
well, not companies. Actually, they are institutions. And they are charitable institutions. And yes, there are a few institutions, companies also, who have been inspired by me. And so they donate towards the cause of our charities. But I don't run a single company, actually. I'm just the founder of Anand Ashram.
Oh, I see. Okay, and then the other offshoot projects are institutions and non-profits.
Some of them are non-profits. Some of them are even profitable, but not commercial.
Okay.
Profitable in the sense the profits go to finance the charities.
They have a name for this now.
Oh,
they call it something of. I had somebody on the show talk about this.
Right,
This idea of kind of entrepreneurial activities for NGOs that make themselves sustaining. Social entrepreneurs. That's what they call. That's what they've come to call them.
That's right.
Although I think you've been at this probably before that term started.
Before that term started, right.
Now you are ethnically Indian.
Yes.
But born in Indonesia.
Right.
And all of your activities, or most of your activities,
Indonesia.
are in Indonesia. What does spiritual activism offer to Indonesian society, beset by corruption and so many problems?
Well, it is to live life. What I say is meditation is not sitting in silence for a few hours, but I interpret meditation as a part of life, as living meditatively. That is living consciously about your environment, living consciously about what is happening around you, and how can you change the situation for better. Of course, we always believe that you have to be the change, like Mahatma Gandhi said. So we have to be the change, like from a little thing. If I can avoid using extra plastics, or I can avoid smoking, or I can avoid some little things in life which can bring some change and betterment for the society.
And let me put it this way: Do you get people from government and business to come to you and talk about some of these things?
Oh, yes. In fact, they do come, they consult me, and also they write to me and they read my books. A lot of people are shy to contact me, but they read my books. And but we were running a very good show here on this QTV before this, and that was, we invited all the dignitaries, from Gustur and to ex-ministers to governors, and we did quite a lot of, bring some enlightenment to society.
Well, because what I sometimes wonder is that when we get so many cases of corruption in Indonesia, and in many other societies, Indonesia's not alone in that, but sometimes I wonder how you can do some of those things and look at yourself in the mirror. And I wonder if maybe a dose of enlightenment might not be good for tax collectors or rising young political party politicians who get into so much trouble.
I'm trying to give an example. Like I faced a court case which I thought was unjust, totally. And I didn't want to speak on this, but you provoked me. Okay, but when it came to when I really realized that there was no way out, and I'm not going to pay any single cent on corruption. So what I did was to go for a hunger strike. And now, if you ask me how did I manage it, I don't know. But I went through a hunger strike, and that way I could. ABN, Anand Krishna, the great lawman, he said that this is unprecedented that the whole judge panels can be changed. And this was brought about, and I think this is the power of spirit.
So you feel that you were able to in a sense, your spirituality buoyed you through that process?
I think everybody can do it. I'm not special, I'm not unique. I'm just giving you my example that what I can do, actually anybody else can do. We can bring about a change, a real change.
So you think that that this path is also one of the paths of society change in society for Indonesia?
Spirituality cannot stand on its own. Spirituality has to work in the society, otherwise there's no point.
Because as you mentioned earlier that it's not just sitting quietly all the time. Because people do think of meditation as something you go and sit in a cave or on a mountaintop someplace.
You put yourself in an exile kind of situation.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in for that. I'm against that, actually. I always say that spirituality has to be translated into some actions in society.
Well, I think that lesson is very important for people, because there is sometimes a sense that you're only out for yourself and maybe to benefit your family, and that justifies doing almost anything.
Well, this is one thing in spirituality, that once you enter the spiritual path, your family is the whole world. The whole global family is your family.
So
that's why
it's not just I'm helping my kids.
No, and that I'm helping my kids by helping the whole world, because they are being helped. But if I'm helping just my kids or my family, I'm not helping anybody else.
So this kind of does broaden out the way of looking at things.
Like,
frequently in Asian cultures, people will justify almost anything in terms of, I'm helping my family.
This is we would like to change that. Our vision, the vision of our institution, is one earth, one sky, one humankind. And to get to that, our mission is to promote peace, love, and harmony. And peace comes from within first. So meditation comes there. Meditation, sitting in silence, say for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, that is to bring about peace within. Once you have that peace, then you share your love, communal love, and then you go for global harmony.
And we have to maintain commercial harmony.
Yes, sure.
By taking a break.
Sure.
You're watching Insight Indonesia, brought to you by the Jakarta Globe. Today we're with Anand Krishna. Do stay with us.